Welcome to the Explainer. So, you ever get one of those flat, kind of C- responses from an AI and you just don't know what to do next? Well, here's a secret. You don't start over, you iterate. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to co-pilot with your AI to turn that mediocre first draft into an absolute masterpiece. Let's just dive right into a problem I'm pretty sure we've all faced. You give the AI a prompt, you're feeling hopeful, and then what you get back is, well, it's just bland. It's uninspired, totally generic. It's frustrating, right? But believe me, that is not the end of the road, not even close.
And, there's a reason for that blandness. Without your specific guidance, AI models just tend to fall back on the most common patterns they've seen. And that leads to this idea of content commoditization, where everything starts to sound the same. But here's the good news. You are the secret ingredient to unlocking something way more original.
So this brings us to the single most important mindset shift you need to make. Stop thinking of it as giving a one-time command. Start thinking of it as starting a conversation. It's really just a feedback loop. You prompt, it gives you something back, you refine it, and it improves. That first response isn't a failure, not at all. It's just the starting point. The real magic, the part where you create something that's genuinely unique and valuable, well, that all happens in the back and forth.
Okay, so how do you actually have this conversation? Let's get into your toolkit. We're talking about the practical tools you can use to guide or pivot the AI's response to get it exactly where you want it to go.
All right, probably the most powerful tool in your entire kit is what we call a modifier. I want you to think of yourself as the creative director for your AI. A modifier is that extra little instruction that tells the AI not just what to write, but how to write it.
And just look at the possibilities here. You can tell it to take on a specific role, like act as a mentor. You can set a tone, make it professional, make it witty, you name it. You can even completely change the format, like asking for a Q&A, or go for a really wild style.
Now, telling the AI what to do is obviously powerful. But you know what can be a real game changer? Telling it what not to do. This is called negative prompting. You can literally say, avoid using bullet points, or do not use corporate jargon, and that helps to really focus the output.
And hey, don't forget, this is a conversation. If the AI gets something wrong or misunderstands you, just correct it. Simply saying, actually, that's not right, use US spelling instead, helps it learn and stay on track for your project. It's that simple.
Okay, theory is great, but let's see how this actually works in practice. We're going to take a really generic draft and step-by-step sculpt it into something pretty special.
So we'll start with this super basic wide-open prompt. Honestly, a prompt like this is almost guaranteed to give you back a generic, totally forgettable list of tips. This is our classic C- starting point.
And now, for the first pivot, we keep the conversation going in the same chat, and we add a style modifier in the style of the Bible, King James Version. And just like that, bam, the tone, the voice, the entire feel of the content is completely transformed. It's instantly unique.
But we're not going to stop there. For our second pivot, we add a really simple constraint. Use US spelling. See what we're doing? This is how you sculpt the response, piece by piece, refining it more and more as you go along.
This whole idea of continuing the conversation brings us to a super crucial point. It's all about memory. And frankly, this is where a lot of people go wrong. This slide shows the difference perfectly. On the left, you see the mistake, starting a new chat for every little tweak. When you do that, the AI loses all the context you've built up. It's like talking to someone with amnesia. The correct way, on the right, is to always keep your related tasks in the same chat thread. That's how you build on that history and maintain that conversational memory. So let's just hammer this home. Remember, the two biggest pitfalls to avoid. Number one, don't start a new chat for small tweaks. You'll lose all that valuable context. And number two, please never just settle for that first draft. The initial response is a commodity. It's your iteration that makes it truly valuable. All right, enough of me talking. Now it's your turn. The best way to really get a feel for this is to actually do it. So let's walk through a simple little exercise you can try right now to practice sculpting a response. Here's a super simple 3-step challenge. Go find any AI output you have lying around. First, just tell it, simplify this and add a humorous metaphor. Then, for your final pivot, tell it, rewrite that as a 140-character tweet. Go on, try it. You'll immediately see the power of this whole process in action. If you take only one thing away from this whole explainer, I want it to be this. The real power, the true creativity, and all the unique value in using AI, it comes from iteration.
It's not about getting that first prompt perfect. It's all about the conversation that follows. That's where the magic happens.
So remember, that first draft is just a block of marble. You're the sculptor. Thanks for joining me for this explainer. And hey, be sure to subscribe, because in our next one, we're going to explore some really advanced prompting patterns to handle even more complex stuff. You don't want to miss it.